morning, good afternoon, good evening, Fabulites. This is Angela, and I have got questions for you. What opens with one of the Chris's on top, and what closes with one of the Chris's on the bottom? And I'm so glad, because the Christiana, it was like a tongue twister for me. That's sad, but I'm glad, just for convenience sake, not for the crushing of dreams of being America's Next Top Model. If you've asked America's Next Top Model, beauty is raw. You're correct. Thank you so much for clicking on the video and or clicking in live and sticking around to see how we get from opening to closing. I'm Angela. The channel is Be Fabulous You. Yay! You're one of the first 1,000 subscribers. You are a charter subscriber. And I thank you so much for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscriptions, your watching, and all of that other good thing. Welcome back. Or if it's your first time here, welcome. Or you're not a subscriber, join the fun. It's not too late. See? Now you're part of the crew. You a Fabulite. Yes, Fabulite. Yes. Okay. So we have Christiana is last week's winner. Erin is like, you know, she stays winning. I got to slip or something. I'm just playing. And she was just playing. She seemed sincerely to just be, you know, playing. And then we have Brindy K is immature, says Christina. And then we see folks laughing at Christina's Little Miss Bougie Princess, pull yourself up by your bootstraps talk that she's given the other women. She's not liked, they say, because she doesn't open up in a real sincere way. Then we see Brindy K is like, you know, she's talking about, you know, she's having some real issues of doubt and deservability. And she's like, you know, I don't feel that I deserve to be here. I don't know why I don't believe in myself. And she's crying and, you know. Okay, so then we have Jenna, the bald-headed one, and she's been focused on making others happy. We found out that Aaron's son died of cancer, or was it her? And she's crying, and she says that she was scared, and cancer turned him into someone that she didn't like, and that she was scared. She keeps saying she was scared, and she knows that's not an excuse. And she does know, because one of the women is like, he forgives you. She's like, I know he forgives me, but do I forgive myself? Wow. And we find out that Aaron has 5 children and 5 grandchildren. That's intense. I mean, you know, to me, it's like, wow. Tyra Mail, manicures, they're going to be getting manicures. We find out she's like, you know, you look pretty last week, but those nails, and you know that's right. I feel like I need a full, I could go for and accept and be receptive for a full body manicure. How's it going? And it's like yeah, that's a whole nother story. You know, so Tyra is there with the women as they're getting their manicures. The manicures come in and she's like, how's it going? And, you know, somebody says something. Then Christina is like, yeah, I'm trying to connect with the girls. And Tyra's like, huh? Like, what do you mean? Tell me more. And Christina opens up about her dad's near-death experience. And, you know, that's kind of the most intimate that we've seen her, at least in editing. I don't know what it's been like in real life. And Tyra's like, you know, it's good letting it out. And that, you know, letting out of things is what will help you connect with these girls more. You know, think about your younger self. You know, she's talking to everybody. Think about your younger self to connect with your vulnerability. And your vulnerability is what's beautiful and connects people to you and blah, blah. I don't know what is going on. I don't know what's going on. I just got disconnected. Just breathe deeply, Angela. It's okay. I feel like I got a system going, and now I'm getting like, what's going on? What's really going on? That's my mama. Many faces of Ivy. Okay. Christiana talks about being molested at 11. We have a conversation about the photo shoot coming based on the hints. The girls had figured out that it was going to be a nude Photoshop shoot. Erin is kind of like, you know, I just can't do a nude shoot because I have children and grandchildren, and I can't. But we find out that actually Tyra's reference to raw and bare means no makeup. not no clothes, so people are happy, you know. And she talks about the concept of the photo shoot, and this is one of her shoots. So only one face will show, but the model sisters will be there with hands supporting the model. So Tyra, I told you, is the photog. And I like when Tyra does photography. Is Tyra makeup free too? I couldn't really tell. But I like when she does photography because for some reason I used to think back in the day that she was going to become, you know, as a second career, a fashion photographer. So there's lots of processing that the women are doing during the photo shoot. And then I was kind of like, did Aaron's son die of cancer or Aaron's son's father? I guess I was like not really clear. The models, so you know, the photo shoot is over. They flipped the order this week, so they did the photo shoot first, and now they're going to do the challenge. So the models are arriving for the challenge. This week's theme is raw. Naked, nude, just raw, no makeup, no cover up. And they're doing a campaign for battling bullying. And so it's a video campaign to combat bullying within. So each of them has to develop a personal statement, and then the group develops a tagline. And Stacey McKenzie is going to be coming in later. So the ladies are split into 3 groups, and they group up with, the suggestion is that you would group up with people that you would like to know better. And so Brindy K picks Christina. So we see Stacey ask, you know, she's coming around to the groups and stuff, and she comes up to Christina and asks it, well, have you been bullied, Christina? And Christina is like, yes, in my house. And Stacey's like, oh my gosh, in your house? And Christina's like, in this house, the model house. And then Shanice is in the same group with her, and Brindy K is in the same group with her. And Shanice is kind of like, I see through her. She's fake, this Christina. She's manipulative. She's trying to say this. That's not true. I thought she was opening up when Tyra earlier, but we, you know, it's not really happening. And stop saying very bad connection. I don't know. I had decided that this was the spot where I could get a connection. Okay, let's proceed while we don't have the danger sign up there. Okay, so we see a montage of the group, you know, praying, and then we see faces, and then we see the model screaming, then we see hugging, then we see more hugging, then we see more screaming and hugging. It's a beautiful montage, anti-bullying montage. And then we see the guest judge is for the digital campaign, and we see the finished spots that the women have done. Now, the models wrote words, and Tyra did voiceovers for all of the lines that the models wrote. So group number 1 won the challenge, but Shanice won with that look and that face with her hair pulled up and everything. She was looking she was looking good. And then, you know, that's that. At the end of this challenge, we see that the ladies get Tyra mail, and it's elimination time. We knew it was coming. Shanice and Christina, Shanice is like, well, Christina should go home because she's fake. And I'm like, I don't think that's the criteria for sending people home, but okay. So at judging, we have Tyra, and she's like, and then there were 9. So Kyla, they like the image, and the thigh brow, like how her thigh kind of makes this indentation. I think they called it the thigh brow. That was one of Ashley's terms. And then Sandra, they say it was fantastic and her eyes look different. And there's a lot behind her eyes. Shanice, they say it's like artwork. And Shanice cries, and she says she didn't think she would do that good. When Tyra told her to smize, she didn't think she could live up to the Tyra standard of smizing. Then we have Brindy, and they're like, wow, you know, you look better with no makeup. You know, I like the composition. I was saying I personally like the composition of the photo. And then Brindy K is crying, and she says they're happy tears. Then we see Rio. I didn't particularly like her photo, but they like it. They say it's fabulous. It's everything. And then we see Erin. They say her hair hides her, and she has to add beauty. And she should be tender, not tortured. They say she looks tortured, not tender. Now, I kind of like that picture. Then Jenna, they say it takes their breath away, and they can really see all of her ethnicities, or she says all of that. Now, to me, she just looks kind of like Asian-ish. So I guess my eyes are not really like fine-tuned and sophisticated in that way. Because she said she was black, white, native, Filipino, and then there was some other stuff she said too. Christina, Christiana, before we see the shot, she ends up talking about her molestation at 11, and this is the first time that she's talked about it since it happened. Did her father set her up and sell her to somebody? Why did her father leave an 11-year-old in a room with a grown man? I was confused by that, and it was very disturbing to me, and like, I feel like, do we need to put an APB out on her dad? What's, yeah. So then we see her photo, and they're like, oh my gosh, the judges, you're the coolest model. You look different in every photo. You have a story to tell with every photo. You're tender. You're beautiful. Beautiful something and beautiful something else. But anyway, they like the photo. And then we have Christina, and they're like, you look a little nervous, I can see your age. It's not really your best photo. And Tyra is like, well, no makeup is not really your thing. And then Christina is like, well, I disagree. I don't wear makeup all the time, and no makeup is my thing. I totally disagree with you. And then Tyra is like, look, boo, I'm not really trying to cut you down. I'm just trying to give you feedback. That's what this competition is about, giving you feedback. And guess who else? It's not a criticism. There are lots of people who aren't good without makeup. I made my career wearing makeup. I'm not out there not wearing makeup because that's not my strength. Me, Tyra. So, I'm here to help you, and you're pushing back. Seems like you don't want the help. Okay, so then we see backstage and Brindy K. We've had a lot of backstage this season. Gosh, oh my gosh, reconnecting. I don't know what's going on. It says 13:32, so I guess it's still counting. So we have all this backstage time with the women this cycle, when the models are backstage. And I've heard from reading, it says bad connection, very bad connection, I've heard from reading that they're backstage, very bad connection. They might be backstage, 8 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours, that backstage time is a long time. So we're seeing it more. During that time, we see Brindy K is telling Christina to apologize. We know you're a great model, but you are insulting the judges or whatever. So then when we get back in there, Tyra calls Brindy, Jenna, Christina, Kyla, Sandra, Shanice, and somebody else. And it's a 7-way tie for best photo. It's never happened in top model history. And then the bottom two are Aaron and Christina. So who's going to stay, who's going to go? Well, Aaron ends up staying. She says, you're 42, but you listen to critiques, you're moldable. And that's what this competition is about. And Aaron hugs Christina. And then she says to Christina, we saw your body of work and your body of self. And we think you are here for. And that's basically the end of the episode. Okay, so I have this bad connection. Sorry. So they tell Christina to be free, fly away, little bird. And Christina's like, the girls in the house were against me. They saw my confidence as arrogance, not strength. So I guess that's why she feels that Tyra got rid of her, or the judges got rid of her. We don't know, because we never see the judges having any deliberation or conversation, which would have been edited anyway. But that's what I got. Today is the best day ever. Thank you for being you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous, you. Peace.